It's day 14, Saturday. It's absolutely just beautiful out here. We got a light snow going on. Adam's up in Michigan today. I'm here with my Hudson man. He got up out of bed a little bit earlier than he probably wanted to, just so he could come and hang with me on the Trapline today. So hoping that we're gonna pull something in today, but even now I can tell it's gonna be successful because it's just awesome out here. It just doesn't get much better than this, y'all. Look at this. Big slow motion flakes. What? What kind are they?
I think they're deer.
Yeah?
But right here, there's some raccoon.
Those look more like a squirrel maybe, or a rabbit. So I haven't seen any sign yet today, other than deer, which is always good, but also not good when you're trying to catch coyotes. So hopefully we maybe see a little bit more activity up here ahead. We still got about 2/3 of the line left, and so I think there's still some good odds. And now we're heading down to the frozen gauntlet, where we have a whole bunch of snares, but as you guys have probably seen earlier this week, or last week, it flooded and then froze, so now we got an ice rink down here. Really thought about setting this, but I just am worried about clearance issues and the deer ducking their head to get through the thorns, and I don't want to chance that. So probably going to leave that alone. But snare number 1 right down here. Let me show you the way, Mr. Yodi. Oh, dude. Well, one coon down today, and pretty happy about that. A nest predator off the property. Before they go out next week, sometime around Wednesday or Thursday. So really excited about this. Can't believe really just how pretty it is. We got a nice fresh layer of snow. Temps are going to stay down below freezing, so we'll get some fresh tracks in the next few days, and it's going to give us intel on where to set some more snares, maybe some more footholds, and yeah, we'll just stay after it, guys. Day 15 on the line, and I feel like a broken record saying how cold it is, but it is really cold. I'm sure a lot of you in the Midwest are dealing with this too, but that gets them moving, and so I'm really pumped to see what we got in the traps today. Got a couple dudes joining me. Say hey to Josiah, say hey to Isaiah and Elliot over there. What's up? They're pretty excited to be out here today too. We're gonna get moving, get some body heat going, and see if we got anything in the traps today. We'll get after it. So right here, we've got a nice trail where the deer come in and out. Nice and clear, goes from one side of the fence to the other, but there's a fence that comes all the way down. I think we might cut a little hole in there and give some of the younger critters an opportunity to get through there, set a snare, so we can nab them crossing through. All right, making our way down the back hill here, and something that I just thought of is that we've really seen a lot of activity.
You look like you're playing the guitar.
Really seen a lot of activity about every 5th day. So tomorrow would be, well, a multiple of the 5s. Today's 15, tomorrow will be 16, and it started on the 1st, so do the math. We're hopeful that tomorrow there might be something. Look at all this riffraff back here. What do you do about that? We're here.
We've arrived.
Day 16.
Day 16.
Dude, 16.
Already.
And so we caught our first thing on day 1. And then a multiple of 5 after that. Day 6 was a huge day, Yodi. And then fast forward to day 11. I think we caught something on day 11. I don't know. But this would be another 5 days. And that's kind of been their rotation out here that I think we've recognized. So, hopeful.
Yeah, as we continue to get new sets, got to mark them on the maps. Otherwise, we lose track of them sometimes.
That's right. Is that accurate
simple.
right there? Yeah, I think so.
So we've just started the line today on day 16. Check some of the new sets that have been set while I was gone over the weekend. So it's cool to see where those are and to be aware of them. And then, yeah, there's some deer. That's awesome. Saving deer, that's what we're doing.
The deer are coming through here a lot.
I think that's something to keep in mind during deer season, or?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I mean, if they're using this a lot, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, coming right out of there, again, we've got a stand over there, which normally our prevailing wind would blow over this way, so they might wind us. But it'd be a good location for one of those, you know, elevated blinds, maybe around here.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. They're trafficking it, that's for sure. I still think this location's a good set, you know?
Yeah.
It just stinks that it's, I guess, very public.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to have a set right here coming out of the CRP, but it was stolen last year.
Not cool.
On private property. I don't understand that.
Oh! Almost ate it.
Fresh yote tracks here.
A lot. I mean, it looks like they're using this pretty consistently. There's a decent little choke there, but it might be better for a foothold.
Foothold, yeah.
Because then they'll be coming kind of uphill at it at an angle, and plus I think all that scent will draw down through here in the evening with the thermals carrying it down, and that'll
Carry it right down in there. Yep. We are headed out on day 17 here, and it is pretty frigid out. It's 8 degrees right now. With the wind chill, it's below 0. So we're doing the interview in the truck today. So hopefully things got to moving and running last night. We've been 2 days without a catch, so we're pretty hopeful and pretty excited to get out and check the traps today.
So as we've been hounding on and on and on about how flippin' cold it is, it's even taken a deeper dive. I mean, they're canceling work around here, school around here, just because it's with wind chill, it's going to be down around -40. And nothing tests your gear more than frigid cold temperatures. Maybe wet, but cold temperatures are that's where it really matters. And you know, we are throwing on our insulating layers, a shell over top of that. We're going with the full-on, you know, stocking cap, boots, of course, 1600 gram Finsulate. Like, that's when the stuff matters most, and we're super thankful for good gear. I know you guys have it. I'm curious what you guys wear. You know, I'd love to see what you guys do to battle the cold temps. Fortunately for us, we're going to be moving, generating some body heat, and not just sitting in a stand, because that's a whole different game. But it's still cold, man. It's cold.
All right, here we go. Start of day 17. It's hard to get out of the truck.
Rock and roll.
Here we go.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we just came around this corner and it's really open. That wind is just hitting us right in the face. And tomorrow's only going to be worse.
Make our way down the hill to my new set. Right over there. Whoa! Yeah. That's the end of day 17, and starting to feel like things are drying up a little bit. Not really sure what's going on, why they're not running as much as they were earlier. Maybe there's a window of temperature where it gets too cold for them to run or too warm, and we dip below that window. I don't know. But we still remain hopeful that over the next day or two, things are gonna drop even more and they're gonna be forced to run.
As you can see, it is -15 here this morning. So they have canceled work today. So, I mean, it's -15. It feels like -40. So, as Ben mentioned yesterday, it's a good test for our gear. So we got to go out and walk the trap line. I've got, base layer on, a heated vest, yeah, all the stuff I need, and I just walked out of the house and I was burning up. So I'll probably be burning up because we will be active walking the line. So I don't know. I might end up stripping everything down, but after we walk the line, we will be going back to the skinning shed and probably getting something warm to drink and skinning the coon from last Saturday, unless we get something today too. So
here's the thinking today. We'll call it a strategy. We're not gonna set anything new because it's really, really cold. We're not gonna be able to dig a sufficient hole for a foothold, and honestly, it's just too cold to set a snare. But we're gonna take our time walking so we don't get too hot and then sweaty and then dangerously cold. So we're gonna enjoy it. That's the plan.
that's the plan. And Ben's gonna show you his layering system as he takes it off piece by piece.
Not happening. Licking branch.
So we just saw the first sign that they moved last night, early on, first trail. So it's a good sign for the rest of the line. We haven't even checked any traps yet. Following some tracks here.
There's tracks through here.
There's tracks through here and the snare's down.
Am I just not seeing something?
Off to the side.
I wonder if it broke off or something. I mean, the snare went that way. That's the snare.
There are Yodi tracks right down there. Isn't that one right there at the base?
Yes. It went through. All right, something's weird, man.
What is going on?
It definitely looks like something went down here, man. There's like all this scattered.
Yep.
That's all knocked off. So here's my chew out.
Chewed it out. Oh, yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Yoke tracks leading up to that set. Right there. So we had a Yodi skirt around one of our snares again. Snares right there, and the tracks lead right up through there. We just put some branches there, but it was open a little bit. So pinching them down a little bit more. So that's 3 possible chances today.
Yep.
That we've missed
3
out
near
on.
misses. These Yodi tracks went right by this foothold.
Dude, it smells like skunk over here or something. Did you smell that?
Mm-mm.
It did. Yeah, there's a fresh Yodi track.
Fresh Yodi. We got a set that tripped over there.
Yeah, it's right over there.
Well, quite difficult not to feel discouraged, since I've had about 3, arguably 4 really close calls where either the Yodi somehow went over my snare, chewed out of my snare, went around my snare, but I had them right there and they got away. And we're looking at more tracks
Fresh track.
right beneath me. So, you just stay after it, you keep learning, you keep setting on sign, and most importantly, you keep hoping that you can grab another one every day you come out here.
All right, it is January 31st, so that means we got to set off our conifers and our DPs today, pack them up in the pack, or we'll pick them up another day. There you go.
Dead stick.
All right, we are resetting this one where we had the fiasco yesterday with the chew out. Turns out we used some different cable that wasn't quite as strong, and that's why we had the chew out.
Yeah, I installed a garage door in my shed, and they have these safety cables in case the garage door drops, the springs break or something. And I had one left over, and I thought, man, I can make an extension. But I honestly didn't look close enough at it. It's not 7x7 aircraft cable. It's not anything strong enough, and it doesn't look like they had to work too hard to chew through it. So, third of the way through the Trapline, day 20, and we had a couple really nice snare additions to our line yesterday, which keeps us pretty excited. We also had a fresh coating of snow, so we should see some tracks. Oh, another beautiful day. Big powdery clumps of snow. Coyote tracks. Heading in the direction of our snares, hopefully. So they've been running around last night for sure. I think there's a good chance, maybe on the back half here of the line, that we caught something. So this snare here, I just put back in its place. It had fallen down, and upon closer investigation, I can see that there's some hair in the micro lock there. So it looked a little bit more like rabbit, and I did catch a rabbit here along this fence the other year, so I'm guessing that might be what happened. Man, it's kind of like back to the drawing board, you know?
Yeah.
Clean slate, fresh tracks, no catches for 6 days. It's time to rethink our strategy. Well, week 3 comes to a close, and we have one coon to show for. That's it. And in the last 6 days, we haven't got anything. So we got plenty of fresh snow to give us some sign and continue to add sets, add snares. And plus the weather's going to be thawing a little bit the next few days.
Yeah.
So we can get some footholds in and get those working for us the rest of these next 5 weeks.
Yeah, that was our big plan this week, was to get a bunch more footholds in, but just the 40 below weather and this fresh snow, it's just hard to keep footholds running. So if it weren't for the snares, we wouldn't have anything up at this point. I don't think we've never had this much snow during a trapping season before. So, but yeah, next week supposed to warm up. We're trying to get some footholds out and get them working for us. Get some of that smells, baits and lures and all that good stuff working. So
yeah, hopefully we'll be bringing back some fur soon.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in.